you only get 2 weeks paid vacation. And it's like,
because you've seen everybody from roofing to solar to many other different industries. What would you say an average door-to-door salesman?
you're worth $20 an hour, go. And it's like, wait, I can make $20 in a minute. You get to choose.
What do you see, like based on the data, is the better outcome, the better source of income typically?
And you lived your whole life like never knew that you would be good at this, and then you just sacrificed millions of dollars.
What's up, guys? I'm here with Sam Taggart with D2D, and Sam is a big influence in the door-to-door market for salespeople learning how to sell from different markets and different types of industries, including solar and roofing, among many other pest and
All sorts of things.
Yeah.
I've even seen watermelons and painting.
Anything that leads to a knock on your door is likely involving something that he's teaching others in this industry how to do, and he's considered a leader in this industry. I figured I'd take the opportunity to introduce you, maybe talk about how long you've been doing this, and I know you're very influential. I figured give you an opportunity to say a little bit more about you, because probably didn't do a good enough intro.
I've done this since I was 11 years old. You know, it was one of those your early days. You're not old enough to make money at a normal job, so you're like, oh, I could go sling something, and slung magazines and painted addresses on the curbs, and then I did alarm systems in 2008. Started in solar in 2015, and then now we're here. So just my whole life, that's all I've done. I learned really quick that if you can go belly to belly with another customer, potential client, add value, create a need, then they'll pay you. And it's just a way that you can earn what you're worth instead of a normal 9-to-5 job that they dictate. You're worth $20 an hour, go. And it's like, wait, I can make $20 in a minute. You get to choose. And that's where door-to-door kind of changed my life, and I felt and seeing it change the life of thousands of others.
Okay. So I guess this touches on one of the points probably out of the 5 that I wanted to ask you about is what would be the top 5 reasons that somebody wants to become a door-to-door salesman? Obviously, you get to dictate your outcomes, which you just mentioned before, but what other reasons maybe, if not 5, maybe 3?
I like the element of just variety. You know, like a lot of times when you're at a desk, it's just the same old. With door-to-door, you got different neighborhoods, different demographics, different people, and you learn. I mean, I still vividly remember a lot of customers. You make good friends. You know, you just get to go out there and meet cool people. Number 2 would be you get to practice leadership, and you know, a lot of times you'll move up into management and help inspire other people. So the second you start to move into leadership, you're taking a person that was working at Chick-fil-A or wherever and helping them make their first $100,000 or help them invest in their first real estate deal. Or like last night, I was on a call with one of my reps I've recruited. He now does real estate, and he has 39 rental properties. And he
Wow.
you know, he just goes on to talk about, you know, he's like, man, imagine had you not pulled me out of college and made me knock doors and where I'd be today. And he's, you know, 30 years old with 39 rental properties, and he's knocked on doors, and that's how he made his money. And he still knocks on doors in real estate. And like, I look at the benefit is you get to make an exponential more money so that you can invest and do cool things with that as well, and travel and have some freedom. You know, I've been able to travel to probably 40 countries, have a lot of time to play, and not feel bad because somebody's like, you only get 2 weeks paid vacation, and it's like, F that.
Or like cut your hours.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm in travel.
Very nice, very nice. Well, what would you say because you've seen everybody from roofing to solar to many other different industries. What would you say an average door-to-door salesman, based on, I guess, data that you see, because you see the most data out there, makes on an average? And then what would you say, like, on the high end you typically see? So like a guy that just does, he just does, I wouldn't say on average,
I'd
so.
say 50-60 grand.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the middle barrel. Like any industry, you're gonna make that. Like,
And that's just getting out of bed and going to work.
going to work.
Right.
And you know, in the summertime, some of them do like summer blitz type stuff where they move locations. The average guy's probably gonna make first year 20 grand.
Okay.
maybe 25 grand in 4 months. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm 20 years old. I can go make 20 grand in 4 months, move somewhere that pays for them. That's more than I'd make all year. I'd rather work hard for 4 months and play for 8. Like,
Right.
that's what I did. So I remember I signed up and I made 80 grand. And I was just like, whoa, 4 months, 80 grand. And the next year I made, 300 grand. And the next year I made $500,000. And I was just like, whoa, like in 4 months to make $500,000. That's a heck of a lot. And then play and travel the world for 8. Like that, like I live in Utah. I like to ski and snowboard and have fun to winter. And yeah, I had to sacrifice days at the lake and, stuff like that. But that's like, okay, when I get 8 months to go to the lake, you know what I mean? Like
whenever you want.
Whenever I want.
Right.
So I would say, the top guys are making $500,000 $1 million. Like there's a lot of those, and usually like to knock on doors like crazy.
What does it take to get there? To be the top guy?
A good team, good training, hard work, and consistency. I mean, there's some guys that would go hard for a week and then just disappear for 3 because they get complacent. So I think a lot of it has to do with your attitude and hard work, and then having the right environment and training.
Okay, who do you see as a good fit for this type of role?
Obviously, Rob, these guys are studs. It's cool. I've been able to go to your company, see your dedication to growth, see your dedication to doing it the right way, your integrity, and you've done a phenomenal job.
I appreciate that.
But, if you were to say, okay, what's the sniff test? Is this just an indication of like how long have the people been there? So if there's a high turnover, it's kind of like the longest guy that's been here has been 4 months. Oh my gosh, like there's probably some red flags here. Another one is how much money is their better guys making? And so that's kind of where you can benchmark. And then what's the leadership like? Like are the leadership people that really care and they're family oriented and they really take care of you and you really are going to feel like part of the team, or you're going to feel like just a number to them and they don't care about you?
Based on, we were talking about this earlier today, but you've seen like the statistics between using advertising on social media and all these other platforms and the results that you get from those preset appointments versus actively going out there and generating your own business. What do you see, like based on the data, is the better outcome, the better source of income typically?
I would say, you're so dependent on the lead quality, the lead volume, the spends, the Facebook changes their algorithm. There's so many nuances that go into that, where door to door, it's like you work more, you talk to more people, you make more. Like it's so calculated. And yeah, it's hot some days, it's cold some days, you get your face kicked in some days, but it's like okay, if you make more money and it's more profitable and doesn't have any risk, like why wouldn't you do that? And I would put a door-to-door sales company up against any marketing company that's good, like all day, hands down, and bet on the door-to-door guys that sling. If I gave you a week, good luck.
Okay. So if you have a guy, I guess final question, if you had a guy that's on the fence, is like, look, I don't know if this is for me, I'm nervous, I think it's a typical thing, I think I could do it, but I'm not sure if I'm capable, what would you say to that person?
What if you went another 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and never did try? And what if you were good? Instead of saying like, oh, what if I'm not going to make it? What if I suck? It's like, and what if you were good?
Right.
And you lived your whole life like never knew that you would be good at this, and then you just sacrificed millions of dollars because you got sucked into society's trap to say go to college, get a normal 9-to-5, make this, and I'm like, dude, like, what if there was a better way? Like, stop listening to your parents, your teacher, the society drift, and just say like, what if I was good?
What if I believed in myself?
What if I believed in myself? Like, the question is, if you're not willing to bet on yourself, this isn't the right industry or job for you. Like, you just need somebody to coddle you and hold your hand and tell you what to do every day, then probably not the right fit. But if you're like, I'm going to bet on myself and I'm going to do something that is hard and challenging, and because I believe I'm bigger and greater than I'm currently being, this is the road. Like, this is the path. This is the vehicle. Go, run.
Pretty strong. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you again.
Hey,
appreciate the opportunity for the interview.
That's good.
All right, take care.